All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Kasha Kwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving our glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right, today I'm going to come with a lesson pretty much speaking on how everything will be good. Everything will be good once this nightmare is done away with. All right, and I'm speaking as his nightmares in America. All right, everyone says you got to live out the American dream. When you go into just the simple phrase American dream, America, the word there in itself means bitter, and dream is an illusion. So the American dream is a bitter illusion, which is a goddamn nightmare. So once this nightmare is, done with, everything will be good. All right. So I just want to get some scripts showing how the times to come, they're going to be good. Okay? That's what we have to look forward to. That's what has to keep us pushing and going forward by, reaching out for that mark. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that real quick. That prize, that high calling. All right? Because that man, reaching for that mark is good. All right. This is Philippians 3:12. Not as though I have already attained. Either we're already perfect, right? So he's speaking. I ain't beamed up yet. I'm still here with y'all. I still have my imperfections and things that I have to sculpt and craft and make better for myself before. You know what I'm saying? It says, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So still, you got to continue to push and protect and perfect your craft, okay? With being a professional in this occupation that we are occupied with, all right? So we can get apprehended into the skies, okay? According to 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, we'll say like the 16th verse. All right. Well, just that 4th chapter, because it says they should be caught up in the sky. Okay. Just paraphrasing. Verse 13 says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Exactly. Reaching forth unto those things that which are before. And which is before us is the kingdom of heaven that's going to come down after this nightmare is done with. I'm telling you, man. I've heard the apostles and elders say it all the time. It's like when we get on that chariot, you're gonna end up. It's like waking up from a bad dream, which is 100% accurate, man. This is a fucking nightmare out here. It's aggravating. It's irritating. Makes you livid, annoyed. All right. Only time where you can, seek some quote unquote relief is by doing a lesson or a video, venting, going to camp, being around brothers, hitting a brother up, watching a brother's video, anything dealing with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the spirit and talking about the kingdom of some sort is the only relief you're going to get. But it all makes sense because what the scriptures say in Micah 2:10 is it's not our rest. We have to continue to keep fighting and working. But everything will be good after this night. Everything will be good after this nightmare. And I can 100% say that confidently because what is good in this place? Everything is wicked and evil. It's opposite. It's kind of like when someone's already, when someone's down, the only way to go is up. Shit, you already down in the dumps, in the ditch. Only thing to do now, you're on the ground. Only thing now to do is look up. It's the same thing in this manner. It's so goddamn wicked. The only thing to look forward to is the good that's coming. Okay? Once this nightmare is over. Verse 14, it says, and I press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, right? That's what I'm saying, man. You press forward for that mark, for that prize of the high calling. Okay? This is Revelation 21:1. It says, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea." Right. The first heaven is passed away, which is this nightmare. Okay? All right? And the new is going to come into play. And new in the Greek is kainos, which means to refresh, but also it says recently made, fresh, recent, unused, unworn. The kingdom of heaven is unworn, man. All right, that's why the scriptures say what it says in the book of Matthew. Lay up thy treasures where, matter of fact, let me get it real quick. It was at Matthew 7. Let's see here. Or Matthew 6, Salakia. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up yourself treasures upon earth. Right, because this earth is tangible. It's corrupt. Okay? You shouldn't be laying yourself treasures in a fucking car. Okay? Or an apartment. Who you share, with other people in a apartment complex. You're not supposed to be packed in like sardines, like Esau likes it, to be. All right. What else? Putting all your effort and your energy into getting money, having a money demon on you. That's not what you lay up. That's not what you store up. Okay. It says where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break and steal. Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven. That's right. Where it's unworn, like it speaks of right here in the word kainos, when it says there's a new heaven, an unworn heaven. Brand new, brand spanking new. Ain't never been used. Okay? Brand spanking new. And it's going to stay that way for eternity. Okay? It says of new kind, unprecedented, novel, uncommon, unheard of. Man, what we gonna see in the kingdom is unheard of in this carnal ass society and world that we live in. What we gonna see and the good that's coming is unparalleled. It's unheard of. Okay, and these are things that we look forward to. It says, verse 20 again, but lay up yourself treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, because it's kainos, it's brand new, it's unworn, it's recent. Okay? Got that good smell to it. When you get new shoes and you smell that and smell good until you put your stank ass foot in it. Same thing with a new car. Okay? It says, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Right, you can't steal this. Because guess what? Also in the script it says, lay up your treasures in heaven. Meaning your mind, your mental faculties, man. Can no thief come up in your mind and steal your joy? Can't. It's not happening. All right? But it's same thing with the kingdom of heaven, because the kingdom of heaven is not going to be tangible to a lot of these individuals. They're going to get wiped away along with this nightmare. All right, let's go back to Revelation 21:2. It says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned to her husband. Right, as a bride adorned to her husband in a carnal sense, because, we all know what 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter says, yet I speak unto you carnally, not yet spiritually, so you can understand pretty much. So in a carnal sense, so this can bring it to light for someone who you may not fully understand what John was speaking about, saying prepared as a bride adorned to her husband, is how you go to a wedding, all right? You see the bride coming down the aisle, and usually sometimes you see the man, kind of in tears, because it's the most beautiful woman that he's ever seen coming down the aisle. And it's a beautiful thing. And she's usually wearing white, which is the word white. The color white is used as purification or purified, which can go into new or refreshed or unworn or unused. Okay? That's why he compared it to as prepared as a bride adorned to her for her husband. Right? It came down looking gorgeous. The good, after the nightmare was over, came down looking gorgeous. Okay? Absolutely flawless. All right? see something here. This is Matthew chapter 6 and 8. It says, be not ye therefore like unto them, for our Father knoweth what things we have need of before ye ask him. And the Lord knows we have need of and want of that good that is going to come after this freaking nightmare that we're living in right now. It says, verse 9, after this manner, therefore, pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And this is the Lord's Prayer, Adawan Pa'al. Okay? It says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Right. That's why you have the Revelation, the 21st chapter, where it says the new heaven is going to come down and the old earth is going to pass away. Okay? And then the old, passeth away. Because the new kingdom is come, and the will of the new kingdom will be done on earth, as it is in heaven. The will of the Heavenly Father is going to come down and play on this earth, man. Okay? And that's a beautiful thing. So we send this prayer up as much as you can. It says, give us this day our daily bread. I'm just going to finish the prayer off for the sake. And it says, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. All right. And amen means what? That's faith at the end of that, meaning it will be done. Okay. What will be done? Revelation 20 and 21st chapter. Verse 3, it says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. All right. And I have to emphasize that too. Again, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle, all right, meaning the tent and the dwelling place of the Most High is with men. That's why you have Revelation, the 3rd chapter, says that where Yahushua knocked, and whoever lets him in, he will sup with him. With him. All right. Everyone else needs to follow the lead of the men that the Lord chose to lead them. Should be no bucking up and anything of that nature. If you want good to come in your life, you follow the men who the Lord is dealing with. All right. And he will dwell with them. Okay. Might as well just go ahead and grab that Revelation 3 real quick. All right. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 20. It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me. I don't see a she or any effeminate characteristics in that script. Neither do I see it in Revelation, the 21st chapter. The Lord is dealing with his men. Okay? And the rest will follow. The elect 1/3 is going to be comprised of a lot of women and children. Yes, there'll be some men sprinkled in there who may have given the water to the prophet and received the prophet's reward, which is salvation. Okay, like the scriptures talk about. But the Spirit is dealing with men. All right, you don't see women out there on the highways and byways preaching the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because it's impossible. It can't happen because they don't hold the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. No woman has the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Testimony goes into the word testes, meaning balls. Okay? Only real men have the balls and the testicular fortitude to go out there and do what we do week in and week out, and even do these lessons every single day. The rest will follow. If you want to see the good and get out of this nightmare, you will follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And he's going to put his spirit into the men that he has designated and chosen to do so. Okay? Back to Revelation 21, and I'm going to finish it off. Verse 3, it says, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. Right? The Lord is going to be our power. He's going to be our refuge. He's going to be that buckler and shield that we need in these times to come. Psalms, the 91st chapter. Okay? Psalms, the 91st chapter. Verse 4, it says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. You don't have to cry no more. Think about that. your family, women, children, all right, the men. We don't have to cry no more. We won't shed a tear after this nightmare is over. We won't shed a tear. We don't even know crying exists when we get to the kingdom. Every day is going to be a good day. Every single day. And there shall be no more death. Ain't no more death. Again, think about that. Being in this place, it's damn near impossible. It is impossible because death is all around. It's around the corner, lurking, waiting, see who his prey is, who's next. That's why the scriptures talk about it in Psalms, the 23rd chapter. Oh, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. The valley of the shadow of death is America, man. You can't cross the street without thinking about dying. Death is all around. It has consumed this place. Okay? Because what? That's what it sowed. By the so-called white man, it sowed death. So therefore it's going to reap it. All right? Neither sorrow, no sorrow. You ain't going to cry. Your loved ones ain't going to die. They ain't got to go to no more funerals again when the kingdom of heaven comes. And people love this fucking place. I hate America, man. I hate this place. It's burning inside of me how much I hate this place. No, nor crying. Neither shall there be any more pain. Ain't gonna be no more pain. You ain't gonna have this flesh anymore, pricking you day in and day out with infirmities. Ain't gonna be no more of this. For the former things are passed away. The former things are passed away. It's gonna be something that's old, used to be, worn. The good is kainos, new, recent, unworn. A new body, a new dwelling place, new air, new life, new water, new food, new tributaries. How about that? Okay? New women, new children, new planets. Like the scriptures talk about, the Lord said, I have many mansions prepared. New planets, new dimensions. I'm speaking low level right now. Low level. Let's go back to that word new real quick and I'm going to close it out. Because I said I'm speaking low level. Because it said unprecedented, uncommon, and unheard of. The things that I just spoke of, heard of in our imaginations amongst brethren, sincere brothers in Israel, man. We've heard of it. We've talked and imagined of new dimensions and new planets, new galaxies, new universes. We've talked about this. I'm talking about things that we haven't, unheard of, unprecedented things, unparalleled things that we would never imagine, never think of on this side, is what we're going to achieve and what we're going to obtain when the kingdom of heaven comes. This place has us so oppressed and depressed. Even our imaginations are they are oppressed as well, to where we can't think of the fullness of what we are to receive. But the hope in it and the faith and the imagination and the vision that we have is what's going to keep us keep going, man. Keep on keeping on. For a lot of brothers, that's all we need, man. Shit, for some brothers, just a whole bunch of women. The thought of that is all we need to make it. But this is going to be things that we get, that the Lord's going to give us. Man, we just got to keep going. Romans 8 has to be running through our mind. Nothing can separate us from the love of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Nor death, nor principalities, nor powers, no angels. Nothing is going to separate us. And we will get these good things and get out of this nightmare and watch this nightmare burn. You see? I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem HaChakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. And Lord willing, this was edifying, encouraging. All right? Edifying and encouraging. Just think about these things, man. Good is coming. Good is coming. Not in a way that these people think it's coming. For us to see the mass deaths and killings that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to do, and maybe by our hands, because he said we're battle axe. Those are good things. It's going to be so sweet to put something out that was not keeping the law to the best of the abilities or was not regarding Yahweh Bashim Yahushua as a true power. It's going to be so good, to just wonderful. All right? But that good is coming and the nightmare is ending. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Shalom.